Today is the 6th of February 2021. I'm just now getting to making this video. I've had a lot of issues with storage space, as you probably have seen in the past. But this is a hair video update. I'm not even what this video about, but you can see it in this. Really put like that small shiner underneath my eye, suggesting I was someone else who's getting hit on. Anyhow, I'm doing my hair right now. I'm working on the braid pattern. I'm going to do something different. You know, last year in 2020, I did the colors. I don't know if I'm still going to incorporate the color. I do have some, but I'm not sure if I'm going to add it. But I'm going to go longer. I'm going to not cut the pack in half. Let's see. What's my setting? Normally I cut this in half and I get the length that you always see me with. I'm going to leave it long as it is. I'm not using all these. Normally it takes 2.5 packs, so I figured I need double. And like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to add color or not. I'm not even with this video about. It did show, but my location did not show in that video. Matter of fact, I always do this. I know I've kind of beat this over the head. You know by now the government's lying about my location. They never tell where I am. Nothing ever functions like it's supposed to. Yesterday while I was at CSS, there was a female, a white female. She came out, and she's obviously a regular there, but she was speaking like the death. And then she spoke to the officer, and she told him, she said, you know, I got liver cancer, is what she told him. And he was like, no, and he was asking her, you know, like, do you gotta get chemo and stuff? And she was like, no, fuck that shit. I'm not doing that. And she was like, pretty much telling him, she was like, because she don't know what she'd do if her hair fell out. She said she don't know what she would do without her hair. And this is a head of hair that you creatures can't even grow. You know, it's crazy. Okay, this one does have a location, but I am not sure where that is. I think this might have been how much came out during the braid pattern. Okay, so this is the next day. They actually sedated me like shortly after that. I was planning on doing my hair that night, and it was over. Okay, I'm starting. It is 2:01 p.m. on the 28th of January, 2021. This is going to be the length. It's going to be really, I've never wore a weave that long. So I'll check back in I don't like that and stuff like that. It's so corny. I'll do an update a little bit. Okay, I'm starting. As I mentioned, they've been tearing a lot of things up lately. This new laptop, it does not work for me. I'm getting about 25% of what it's supposed to do, and there's videos about that. That charger happens to fit this old laptop. This is the one they kind of hacked and rigged all the settings on in 2017. I just purchased it from Walmart when I returned from California so that I could start back, return from my leave of absence from school. And yeah, now it's the password. I can't get in it. I think they completely changed it. Okay, so here goes. Okay, so whereas I normally, just gonna let you watch this. Whereas I normally, oh no, now it don't want to stay. Okay, so whereas, okay, I just had to do this whole video over because they completely, I'm talking about it was dark. Let me check and make sure this is, okay, I just had to do this. Oh yeah, when I did that video, like, it was extremely dark. They made sure nothing showed up, and you know how that goes. It's normally the take that you want. Any. So anyhow, what I was saying was, look, I showed you this. I showed you how simple it was to blend this leave out. And literally all I did was I made a part and I comb it into the hair. And I always keep a small part. So I was talking about that in the video, but they made sure none of it showed up. So I'm just going to kind of do this one a little bit more up close and personal. Whereas I did the last one in the mirror, facing the mirror the entire time. Ouch. Okay, so anyhow, what I was talking about is I was showing. I was saying that I think I'm gonna cut it to fit my face in the front. That this is a lot of weave, and that I don't plan on doing anything with it, which means that I'm not gonna adjust to the weather. When it gets older, I'm gonna cut it into a bob. So it'll just end up being a really full bob, but I'm not gonna thin this out any. And as you can see, for the front, how I blend it is like really, really simple. I'm gonna show a couple of styles, so I'm gonna pause and go, but this is it. For the most part, this is what this style is gonna be. Do I have a go-to because there's so much weave? Yes. This is what it looks like. And maybe this is why they wouldn't allow me to allow it to be captured. I still have to trim this. But that's my go-to. Much neater. Like it'll be much, much neater than this. Okay, so I realized that I actually needed these two videos. These are the videos that were missing. So we're gonna, let's see, this one is 33 seconds. Okay, so maybe that's not the one. This one is 3 minutes. We're gonna go with the 3-minute one. I think I have to compose these anyhow. I'm just going to do this video in pieces. So this is the weave. I don't know how long it is. You know, when you just buy Connect a lot of the times it doesn't tell you that. So this is the weave. I'm just going to show you how detailed it is, because I don't plan on doing my hair no more prior to justice. So let's see. It took me 7 hours. Wait, no. I spent 7 hours on it yesterday, and it took me 2 hours today, so that's 9 total hours. And it's really, really thick and full, because I did the same thing I always do when I do this style. No matter how I try to, how much I try not to, I put the pieces like a little thick in the back. And this is what makes it versatile. Like, you've heard me say in other videos that I don't like long weaves, that it's just too much, especially with it not being my hair. During that time, I was thinking about sew-ins, because if you check my past, like, that's what I have a history of doing. I didn't start wearing crochet braids until like 2016. That was my first time trying it, and then I just kind of kept evolving it. But I never considered it with this type of style. I never considered the lens. And as I stated at the beginning of this video, I needed to do something different. Last year I did colors for disinformation. This year I did lens. They don't have me anywhere with hair this long, with a weave this long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to style the front to show you how it's going to look. I'm not going to show you all the variation of styles that I can get with this, because it takes too long to style in between. Like, I put one style up in a ponytail, but then, you know, the one that I normally wear with this type of weave, where I have like the one ponytail in the front and then have it down in the back. Real simple hairstyle. It takes a little longer with this. But here's one. This is, you'll have to, I'll change my hair in my videos. And like I said, I'm going to be shaping this to my face. So, but I'm not going to thin it. Did I shape it? No. Do I plan on shaping it? No, I think I'm just going to leave it alone. I haven't thinned it out. That remains the same. And I'm about to say why. Because over time, with me combing it and washing it, then and eventually it'll be like perfect. It'll be like just as thick as I want it to be. So you can tell I was clearly aggravated. They get on my nerves. Okay. Hopefully this comes out. And this is after they blacked the last one out. I'm not styling this over here right now because I'm not doing it, and I'm really about to put it in a ponytail. Okay. So this is just one. Last time I haven't tried to updo. So you can see. Ouch. So oh my goodness, this was working like so perfect yesterday. Maybe it's just because I haven't really ran my hands through it all. Pretty sure that's what it is. And like I said, I still gotta trim it. Pulling some hair off right now. Trim. Shut up, crunchy knickers. That's it. None of the things that I want to say. I'm talking about anything substantial as far as this hair thing and this hair fight, and creative racism and stuff. Like, all of those statements that I had are now gone overnight. They erased them. And if I were to attempt to try to explain it right now, it would take me probably 30 words when it could have took 3. So I'm going to cut it. Stop. Right now they're talking about how they used my mom to steal hair. From the demon claiming that it didn't care about a head of hair, and it would literally, I told y'all that already. You've seen that by now. So that's the type of stuff that the government, shows up and does to falsify approval. I think I like it like this. Just a huge big ponytail. Never seen one like it. Of course, you know, they still aren't allowing this to grow in. I'm talking about this. Now, every Dollar General that I go to, they claim I work there. Okay, so there's a gay female that works at Dollar General on Brown Street that they claim is me. And sometimes when I show up, she has like this really odd effect, you know, like a fearful effect, and other times she plays it cool. It just depends on which agent it is. So yeah, that's what that's about. She has a piece of hair shaved. Extreme hate taking place, like extreme hate. And if you're wondering, like in reference to some of the other videos that you may or may not be seeing right now, what time period it is, this is like January 29th. Today is the 29th, and this is all surrounding the same time that I just I've started to recover from some of the political attacks, you know, like now. Still in my wallet with Magic. I had just got out of jail. They were trying to act like I wasn't on receiving any type of assistance to claim that this household was one. You know, they were trying to hide where I stayed. My location still isn't showing up. They were claiming that others were doing things for me. They stole my wallet. Shortly after that, I purchased a refurbished laptop. It isn't working. Like out of the 100% functions that it has, I'm getting about 10. So it's ended up being really of no use to me. Now you heard me say 25 and you heard me say 10. I said 10 because like I literally can't do anything that I planned on doing with it, like creating folders and like transferring they freeing up space. So that means if I put an SD card in or a micro SD in and I want to be able to clear that card, you know, by storing the information on the laptop, that's one thing I can do. Another would be like the USB. Same thing with a memory stick. I can't do any of that stuff. I can't connect to my phone via Bluetooth. And I can't get the Google Documents to work like it's supposed to when it's offline. So the reason I upped it to 25 cents because 25% is because I realized that I would still be able to complete the complaints on it. So that means I can't do anything but type right now. That's all I can do on that laptop. And if I didn't transfer those documents at another time, you know, and open them up and download them and stuff like that, I wouldn't be able to do anything with it. 2 brand new air mattresses. One's a queen and one's a full. And they're stacked on top of one another. And they're deflating the air mattress to suggest that I'm having sex. So they're lying and saying that a lot of things are taking place that aren't. They're saying I'm having sex. They're saying I'm not on foot. They're saying that I'm in travel. That I'm not even in the city of Akron, Ohio. They're saying that they didn't sabotage my appearance. They're saying that they didn't put weight on me. So they have decoys for everything that they're saying that they're not doing. If they're saying that they aren't interfering with employment, they got a whole series of folks working claiming that they're me. If they're saying that they're not sabotaging my appearance, they got a whole series of folks that they'd have changed their stature to say that they're me. Okay? Like, that's the type of shit that's taking place. It's called corrupting the code. And meanwhile, they're applying their negative characteristics and traits to me. Don't live alone. They're doing a lot. They're doing a whole lot. And right now, I'm waiting on. Yesterday, I just got my notice for legal news. I submitted and filed my name change with the court on the 19th, I think, of January. And I finally got the notice. Like, it has to be published for like 30 days prior to the hearing, but they pushed my hearing out 2 months. I am on probation. And part of probation, you'll have to see that video, because I ended up taking a plea deal and they saved the guy's life with magic. So ideally, this would have been out prior to Christmas last year. And when I said I wasn't having a Christmas mockery, that's what I meant. Okay? Like, everything that I say I'm going to do, I do. They've been fucking me over in every way. I don't know how much more I'm going to be able to take. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make the hearing for my name change. Like, I'm that close to the fucking edge. Like, every time a problem of some sort occurs, the only solution that I have is to kill. Okay, I had my last black and mild on the 2nd of February. So this is what I was doing when none of them have seen me, and this is what my hair looks like. The weave is really long, and they were talking about, them not having any way to act with me. They were also talking about not having any past experiences with me. The hair, they're kind of on me covering it up and keeping it hidden. When I go out, none of them have seen. Okay, today's the 6th. Like I said, they're still deflating these brand new air mattresses. Like, it has not gotten any better, none whatsoever. This was my first day out with the saw. And all I was doing is capturing that smoke was coming out of my mouth. So look, I should have showed this whole video. Anyhow, they attacked my ears while this was going on. Like, they manipulated the acoustics, so I couldn't even hear the bus coming, and it passed me right by. I missed the bus that day. I ended up walking to Family Dollar on Grant. Now, when they're calling me one of the addicts, this is what normally happens. Portals creating something within. Okay, so yeah, that's it. That's really all the photos that I got of this. I haven't taken any, as you can see. Hold on one second. I guess this would be necessary to know. I got out on the 16th around 8 a.m. And you'll see the digital journals before you see this in this video. You'll probably see it somewhere else, these calendar entries. They've been keeping me from putting them on Instagram, though.